Hi friends, it's that time of the year where there is a lot of rich food around. There's sugar, there's more alcohol, there's more social gatherings, and those can be really, really great and great for our health. But sometimes we start to feel weighed down by the rich holiday food. I hear my clients telling me that every time they turn around at work, there's more cookies out on the table, and it just gets hard to avoid that stuff sometimes, and it adds up. So many people start thinking about what they're going to do in January to boost their health. And I love at this time of year to do a little bit of a reboot or a reset. Some might call it a detox or a cleanse. However, in many places, it's very cold. I know here in Kansas City, it just snowed. So it may not be the case where you live. You may be in a lovely climate where it doesn't get so cold and snowy and icy. But if you are in really cold weather this time of year, many of the typical detox approaches are not such a great idea. So I'm going to go through on this video the 3 winter detox tactics that often fail. Caveat that many of these tactics may be useful in certain individuals at certain times and in certain climates. So there's always exceptions to the rules. In nutrition and health is not black or white, and in functional nutrition, we take an individualized approach anyway. So there's always going to be some exceptions. But as a general rule, the first tactic that typically does not work if you're in a cold climate for detox is a juice fast. And there's 2 big reasons for this. The number 1 reason is that a lot of times people are putting a lot of fruit juice in their juices. And it may not be seasonally appropriate, especially if there's tropical juices going into those beverages. And if there is more fruit juice going in, it can be detrimental to blood sugar balance. And especially if somebody's doing a juice fast, they may not be getting some other nutrients like fiber, protein, fats that can help slow the absorption of any simple sugars going into the body. And so it might cause more blood sugar imbalance, especially if you are more sensitive to your blood sugar getting dysregulated. Okay, the second winter detox tactic that often fails is eating cold salads and in general, cold foods. So there's all these wonderful detoxifying foods like broccoli sprouts and dandelion greens and all kinds of different greens and sprouts that could go in a salad. And these are not seasonal to winter typically. And they are also cooling and cold. And at this time of year, and again, if you're in a cold climate, you want to have warming foods. We want to keep the body warm because when the body gets cold, it puts us at risk for imbalance. And it may be easier to pick up things like colds and have our immune system not be working top notch. So eating cold smoothies and cold salads is something we want to avoid if you're living somewhere where it is cold out. So in the program I put together, there's all kinds of warming spices and soups and stews and that kind of thing. And I do include some shakes, but they are not taken icy cold. They will be at room temperature at the coldest. Some of them are warm, and they all include warming spices. And the third winter detox tactic that often fails is eating foods that do not include the nutrients necessary for phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 detoxification pathways and processes to work appropriately in the body. There is a really cool image I'm going to show you now that I just love for showing you the phases of detoxification and what nutrients are necessary for those phases to work effectively. And isn't it interesting that you see that at phase 1, we have glutathione, folate, B vitamins, sulforaphane. We can get that in broccoli sprouts, flavonoids. Phase 2, we have all these amino acids. The allium family would be your garlic, onions. We've got all these antioxidants that are needed to reduce oxidative stress. We have our herbs in phase 3. And isn't it interesting because a lot of people don't think about this when they're doing a detox, to make sure that we get all of those nutrients. Phase 1, just take a look there. I'm going to say this before we switch away from this slide, is that in phase 1, things can become more harmful to the body before they go into phase 2 and they are transformed into something that's safer for elimination. So if we're doing things to upregulate phase 1, then we are helping the process that transforms those toxins, but it transforms them into something that is more harmful. Phase 2 conjugates them into something that's now safer for removal from the body. So we don't want to upregulate phase 1 without also supporting phase 2. It's actually safer to support phase 2 in general, to make sure that we're supporting that phase that is conjugating them into something safe for removal from the body. Then we go into phase 3 and we can transport those out of the body. So in a good detox, we're supporting all the phases of detoxification. So if you want to avoid those pitfalls and you're ready to boost your energy, your mood, your health for 2020, I'd like to invite you to join me on the Vibrant Health Winter Reset. This is the kickoff for this program. I've done resets every January for the last 6 years, and this year I've created a new one and I'm super excited about it, and I'm offering it at an amazing price because I want you to get your year started in health, and I'm excited to do this program with you. There are 2 options for you, the basic and the comprehensive. We will all be in the program together. The only difference is that one includes 2 detox shakes per day, and the second one has an extra detox product to really up the level of your detox. So the basic and the comprehensive both include a 10-day menu plan. I've put this together. It's going to be really, really awesome. For those of you that love to cook or you have time to cook, I've put together delicious recipes. You're going to see things like pumpkin ginger soup, carrot ginger soup, lentil curry, vegetable coconut curry. There will be things like a gingerbread shake and a pumpkin spice shake. So I know you're going to love it. They're really, really tasty. There's 10 days worth of recipes for you. If you are busy, you are a parent, you don't have a lot of time to cook, or you don't like to cook, I've put together a very, very simple approach. It will involve some food prep on the weekend, but then your meals will be very easy to throw together. And I have also a planner, a menu planner, so that you can go through the plans and individualize it for you. The tricky part of making menu plans, I find, is always that everybody's schedule is different, preferences are different. And so I've put this together so that it can fit for a lot of different people with different schedules and different preferences. So you'll take a little bit of time to look it over. And then we'll have 2 webinars. The program kicks off on January 11th. And there will be a webinar. It will be recorded so that you can watch it later if you can't be live on it. And on that, we will go through the whole plan so that you feel really comfortable, so that then you can sit down and kind of individualize it based on the information you get, so that it's really doable for you. You'll see here that you will also get 2 detox shakes per day that are going to give you the nutrients needed for phase 1, 2, and 3 detoxification. There are 2 in-person meetings if you're local to Kansas City, so those should be happening, but definitely there's online webinars for the classes at your convenience. There will also be a Facebook group that you can be added to if you use Facebook to share ideas and get support. And there's the link right there to enroll and save your spot in the program. If you'd like to do the comprehensive, this is going to be for those of you that want a deeper detox. If you're already on a really, really healthy diet, this would be a good option for you. If you haven't done much with your diet, you're really using this as a reset, you've been kind of into the sugar and or alcohol or just processed food, then I would start with the basic. If you have been eating really well for a while, you might want to probably start with the comprehensive. And the comprehensive can be adjusted to be a little bit gentler or a little bit more intense. So you'll get those directions once you sign up for the program and we kick it off in January. One other note on the comprehensive is that the extra product it includes is Quicksilver Scientific Push Catch. And it includes 2 products within that. One is called liver sauce and the other one is a binder. And so how that works is you take a teaspoon of the liver sauce first thing in the morning, And this helps to release toxins. It stimulates bile. So it's going to help to begin to release those. And then 30 minutes later, you take the binder, which helps to bind those toxins so that they can be safely removed from the body. Then you just wait 30 minutes to eat. So you need to be prepared if you do the comprehensive to remember to take that starting an hour before you eat. Usually it's easy to get up in the morning, get it going, set your clock for 30 minutes later, take the binder, and then you know you can eat 30 minutes after that. I did it for 10 days. No big deal. But just a heads up on how that works. You can start with it once a day, and if you tolerate that, then you do it twice a day. Like I said, if you've already done some work on your health, comprehensive is a great way to go. If this is your first time and you're not sure, you might start with the basic. There's those links so that you can get enrolled, bit.ly/Vibrant Reset Basic or bit.ly/Vibrant Reset Comprehensive. If you have questions, DM me. I'm super excited to kick this off with you in January. Happy holidays, and reach out with any questions.